Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marlene. Today's video will actually be about beauty school, how I decided to go to beauty school. Also at the end, I will be doing I'm going to show you guys the supplies I bought for school. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you are interested, just go ahead and keep on watching. I will be going to school for aesthetics. Initially, when I started looking into the school was actually when I was around 18. I was still in high school. I believe, in my junior year and senior year, and I went to like an orientation right out of high school. But for some reason, I was interested but didn't go. It was kind of scary, because I remember in high school, everyone was like saying, oh yeah, I'm going to go to this school, I'm going to transfer here, I'm going to go over there, I'm going to go to UC Davis, Cinema State. Like, I had a bunch of friends that went to different places, and I remember out of all those, because I remember in high school, they had different schools come, and if you were interested in that school, you would go and, you would talk to the people or whatever. But I remember a bunch of people would go, and I just wasn't interested in any of the schools. I didn't see myself doing any of the things, that everyone else was saying they were going to do. But I was like, okay, I was interested in going to beauty school since I was around 18, but it was something like nobody was doing, or I would tell people, oh, I want to go to beauty school, and they would look at me like, are you serious? Like, you're so dumb, So then I would feel like bad about it, because I was like, well, I don't want people to think that I'm just like not smart or I can't do something else, So I went to my junior college here, for one semester actually, and I hated it. I absolutely hated going there. So, I finished my classes, but I didn't sign up for any classes the next semester. And I just remember, going and feeling like I don't even know what I want to do. I don't see myself. People would be like, oh, I want to be like, I don't know, different things. And I just didn't see myself doing any of those things, So that was kind of like, scary. So I started working for a bank. I'm not going to say the bank because, I don't know, I just don't think it really matters. But I worked in the bank industry for about 3 years. I started off as a teller, and then I was like half teller, half banker, and then I was a banker. But I remember when I was a teller, I was happy. And I remember I was taking like makeup classes, because when I started working there, I told them, hey, I have like classes that I want to take. I took like makeup classes. They would kind of work with me like around those days, So yeah, I was working at the bank, and I was taking like just makeup classes, and that kind of ended. I never did like freelance makeup or anything. It was just kind of for myself, just learn how to do better makeup. But it wasn't anything where I took it as a career, where I was going to be like, oh, I'm going to be a freelancer or like, a makeup artist. It's not something that I liked makeup, but it wasn't something that I was trying to consider as a career. But also I didn't really know I could make it a career, because before I feel like it was only select people that knew someone I just didn't really know about, and I didn't really have anyone to ask about, or I just didn't research more, So that's when I was 18, turning 19. So yeah, from 19, 20, 21, 22, early 22s, I worked for the bank, and the more I was there, the more I just like hated working there. Like, it was a really good job, I was doing fine, but it was something that I just, I didn't like waking up, like, and I would wake up and I would hate my job. Like, I would be like, do I really have to go? Like, I just didn't like being there. I didn't like, and it wasn't the people, the customers were awesome, and my coworkers were awesome, and I had awesome like managers, but it's just something that, I was good at, I could do really well at, but it wasn't my passion. I didn't have like that feeling inside me when I was driving to work, like, this is what I'm meant to be doing, And towards it, I remember a couple times, I remember when I would drive to work, I would like cry on my way to work. I think I did that for a couple months, and I would try to tell myself like, why do you feel this way? Like, it's a good job. Like, I had, you know, great benefits. I got paid pretty good. I could afford to live on my own for a while. So, you know, I was doing well, and it was just hard to think, you know, to start all over, like, because I had already, you know, got up a bit, and I was getting paid good. Like, I could afford to live on my own, you know. So, and that's what everyone, I feel like, that's what everyone's goal is, you know. Like, you study for something, or you get a job, or you can afford living on your own. You can pay your bills. But I was just so upset because I would work, you know, like 40 hours a week. Come home, I was super tired. I was drained from my day from just so much stress. I felt like it was really stressful for me. And I would go home and I just would want to sleep, you know, or I would just want to eat like a lot, or it was just something it was becoming not healthy for me anymore, because I was so upset that I was going there. I was spending my whole day there, and I would come home and I would just want to sleep. Or just eat a bunch of junk food, you know, to make myself feel better. So yeah, after a while I started feeling depressed. I was living on my own. I would just go to work, you know, go back home, and I was by myself all the time. And when you don't like your job, you're stressed, and then you go home and you're by yourself. So everything was just like piling up, you know. I just started feeling depressed. It was too much for me, going somewhere where I didn't like being. Doing something I don't like doing, you know. It's, even if you get paid good, even if the benefits are really awesome, if it's not, I feel like if it's not meant for you, you're not going to be happy. Even if you try to convince yourself, you know, this is what I'm supposed to be doing because this is what everyone else is doing, this is what I have to do to be successful. I feel like success is just so different for everyone. And I felt like for me, I was conforming a lot to what society has to say about what success is. You know, for a while, I would just work so hard and, you know, really give it my all. And then I would just go home and be drained. I remember I would come home when I was still living at home. And my sister would talk to me, and I would be like, don't talk to me. Like, I just would go in my room and I would close the door, and I wanted to be in the dark. I didn't want to talk to anyone because I was so tired from my work day. And it's just like, what's the point of, you know, getting paid good, because no money is ever enough. I feel like we live in a world where just no money is enough money. You always want more and more and more and more. And yeah, so it was just like, just because it was a great job and great pay and great benefits, it wasn't for me. It's something that I didn't see myself doing. Even if I was good at it, it's something that I didn't want to be. I didn't want to be stuck in that place my whole life, you know. So yeah, this is 3 years into working for the bank. Multiple times I did want to leave. I remember when I was about to turn 1 year, like my 1 year anniversary at the bank. I told them, you know, I'm putting my 2 weeks in, I'm going to beauty school. And then they were like, are you sure you want to go to beauty school? Like, you know, you hear you're doing really well, you get paid good. And then they were like, you know, when you go to school, you're not going to have benefits, you're not going to have this, you're not going to have that. And it was just so much, you know, to think about. Like, it is a big risk, you know, leaving your job and go to school and you don't have income. And, you know, all these things that you have to think about. But so that happened. I stayed with the bank 2 more years. And I'm actually on a leave. I don't even know if I should be saying that, but yeah, I'm on a personal leave, and the more I'm just away, the more I feel like I haven't been sad, I haven't been depressed, I remember before when I would work at the bank, I would just go home and I would want to drink like wine, or go out with friends and just go out drinking because I was just so stressed from my day, you know. And I realized now that I'm not working, you know, at a place I just don't like. And again, it's not the people, it's not the customers, it's just that the actual job, it was just so like a robot. You do the same thing, you can learn the same thing. I remember I remember because I was a banker, but I was always on the teller line because they always needed help on the teller line. It was just so, like, to me, I would just sit there and I would type and I wouldn't have to look at the board. Like at the keyboard, I would just, like, I could do things like without even thinking, you know. I felt like a robot. It was just so, like, you get there, you take your break, you come back, you go on lunch, you come back, you're almost leaving. You know, that's kind of how I would take it. I would get there and I would want my break to be there already, or after my break, I would just want it to be my lunch. When it was my lunch was over, I was like, oh my gosh, I still have these many hours to go, you know? It just became draining. I felt like I wasn't myself there. So I just said, no more of this, you know, I'm leaving, like, no more. I just got so tired of feeling that way for so long. So, yeah, I have been gone for about 4 months now, and I haven't felt in this much at peace in so long. I don't feel stressed anymore, you know. I took my orientation today for beauty school. I'm going to beauty school for aesthetics, so what I will be learning is, I will be learning like skincare. I'm gonna take the lash, I want to be lash certified. I think that's gonna be like my main interest, the lashes, just because it's something that I could just, you know, book a couple appointments a day and, you know, have fun doing it. I do look forward to doing YouTube a lot. For me, going to beauty school, and it's actually funny, if you go back to my, like, if you go back in my videos, there's a couple videos. This shirt I got at Walmart. You can check out my Bougie on a Budget Walmart edition. But also there's a video, it's called my intro video. It was actually, when I look at it, it says I put it a year ago. So I started YouTube a year ago, and I wanted to go to beauty school a year ago. And I feel like I'm barely, you know, getting into it. I'm barely doing it. But I had to leave what wasn't for me. You always have to leave. And that was really hard for me, like leaving something that wasn't for me. And now I feel like life is just, you know, bringing everything that's good to me, you know. My intro video, I was talking about how I started that, you know, YouTube because I was going to beauty school, and I ended up not going. That was a year ago, and I just, sometimes I regret it so much not going. But I'm very happy that I'm going now, and, you know, everything happens for a reason. So, yeah, thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you for listening to what I had to say. I hope you enjoy these videos. The last videos that I've been putting have been a little bit shorter, and I don't really talk, and I don't really, like, show you guys who I am. So I hope you guys enjoy just getting to know me and how I think, and, you know, I want to have more videos of these. Let me know if you enjoy these videos where I'm talking. If you have any questions about beauty school, or, you know, what it's like, I can do videos like weekly videos of just updating you guys what I'm doing. I would love to do that for you guys. But now what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to show you the supplies I bought. I had my orientation today, so we just went over the supplies, you know, the rules, like, yeah, so I will just show you guys what I got. I went to Walmart and I got a couple things that I know I will need. It's like essentials, you know. So I got these little pouches. It comes with 3. It comes with a cute little ribbon. I don't want to take it off, but I'll take it off. Oh. So it comes like this. Oh, it's all together. How cute. So this is what it looks like. It's like one big pouch, another one, and this, it's like that. Oh, how cute. And then you tie it like that. So yeah, this is I'm probably gonna use to put, like, I got index cards because they were telling us that we're gonna need index cards a lot. So I got these index cards that I will probably put in there, like, once I have, I'm assuming we're gonna have to learn different terms, so I'm probably gonna put that in here. That's what I was thinking. And I actually got a really cute binder. This is my binder. I love it so much. Yeah, so inside my binder, I kind of already put some things. I put this pouch. It says, "You got this." The reason why I got this little pouch that says "You got this" is because I know some days I will feel stressed. Just because when it comes to testing, I'm not that great at testing, you know, so I'm just gonna remind myself, okay, Marlene, you got this, you can do it. And then in here I just put, you know, just paper, just like that. And then I got just like regular pens, Sharpies, and this is the item that I cannot go out with. You guys are gonna think this is a little bit weird, but I'm just gonna be honest right here. I got this freaking, I had heard of pooparoo, like some girl at the bank told me that there was something called pooparoo, like for when you go to the bathroom you spray the toilet and it doesn't smell. Yeah, this is like big, you know, if you're a girl and you go to the bathroom, like I remember in high school I didn't go to the bathroom because I just hated going to the bathroom there. So yeah, so I didn't get pooparoo because pooparoo is fucking expensive as fuck. But I got VIP pre-poop spray. So I guess spray and then you go to the bathroom. There's not that many bathrooms at the school I'm going, so it's like kind of weird. I feel uncomfortable going to the public restrooms. So I'm just trying to make myself feel more comfortable with the idea. Hope you guys enjoyed this video of me going to beauty school. Please let me know if you have any questions. I can just comment back, you know, or I can make a separate video. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it so much. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and like this video. I really appreciate your support.